Today, I'm going to break down paragraph 2 of the May 2026 Abraca case study to give you a better understanding of what is happening and help you get exam ready. If you haven't already seen part 1, go back and watch that first. In our first sentence here, we can see that ABC is doing research into recycled aggregates. We know the three that they already use, but we need to be open to the idea that they're looking for other possibilities. I think plastic might be a possibility as they talk about a plastic shredding machine in the extra terminology, but just be open to the idea that other items might be mixed into the concrete. Then we have the only stakeholder mentioned in the case study. It is scientists. I think this could be a motivation question because they're highly skilled, educated, and creative employees. And this would be different than if they were trying to motivate the workers in the factory making the concrete and cement. So definitely review your motivational theorists. And finally, extracting other precious metals. I did some research, and common metals that come from e-waste is silver, copper, and palladium. Silver and copper are not very profitable, but palladium is a good revenue stream, which we'll talk about later. The next two sentences don't provide much information, but we do see that they have found a new process, which will save them money because they will not have to use as much energy to produce at room temperature. And also it is less carbon intensive, and this is going to link to ethical objectives and CSR. But I think the most important part of this paragraph is about thinking about where they get their e-waste. Is it possible that they're getting it from city recycling programs, that a city brings them this waste? Maybe they're getting it from private companies that have to recycle. And also, it's interesting to think about, are they at capacity or can they bring in more waste and process even more e-waste to extract gold? The next two sentences we're going to look at through tools. So creating 50 million tons of waste globally. For ABC, for the SWOT, that would be an opportunity. But for Steeple, it would be environmental. That is not good for the environment and provides a lot of pollution and waste into our system. So the last sentence is 20% of e-waste is recycled. They're part of that 20%, but 80% goes to landfills. This is an opportunity for ABC because they can possibly get more recycling. And for a Steeple, this would be environmental. And finally, we've already talked about this, but can they handle more waste? Could they get more and produce more gold? If you found this video useful, I have 3 case studies to practice exam technique. It includes a detailed mark scheme to check answers and revise. Head to the link in the description down below to get a copy, and come back for the next video breaking down paragraph number 3.